Who wants to hear a crazy, crazy story about Black Friday? I guarantee you've never heard one like this one. Well, I don't care because I'm going to tell you anyway. So, this was like years and years ago. Okay, this was like almost a decade ago, okay? That I went to Black Friday. You know, we had Thanksgiving dinner. Everything was great. We put everything up. And we're like, okay, let's go. Let's all go to Black Friday. Okay, we're going to do some shopping in a little bit. So I went with my partner and I went with my in-laws and we all went shopping. Okay. Our first store was Target. There wasn't really anything in Target that we wanted, but, you know, we just shopped around. We weren't really intensely getting into the Black Friday spirit or anything. We just kind of tooled around because, I mean, it's Black Friday and we didn't need anything major. Like, we already had the latest gaming system. We already had, you know, TVs, stuff like that. Like, we weren't really looking for anything. My partner, though, was looking for a new laptop, new computer, but we didn't get it at Target. So, a crazy thing happened at Target. My partner almost got into a fight with somebody because, and if you've ever been, you know, Black Friday shopping, you know that everything is so crowded. Like, super, super crowded. Everybody takes Black Friday way too damn seriously. So my partner almost gets to a fight with somebody just because they gently nudged the guy with the shopping cart. Okay? And it wasn't like a big smack in the back or anything. It was just like a little brush. The guy turned around, swearing at my partner, acted like he was gonna beat him up, and then my partner just apologized, and, you know, we turned around, went on our merry way, and the guy was just huffing and puffing. Apparently we ruined his night. We pissed in his Wheaties. So that was thing number one. Thing number two, thank you, Lyoko, for the hydrate posture check. Thing number two was also at Target. Okay, now remember, this all takes place in the span of one night or a couple hours. This was like our shopping for maybe 3 hours. All takes place in 3 hours. So, again, partner and I were just kind of looking around. The in-laws got what they needed. And we just kind of was like, oh, okay, well, we didn't really find anything, so we're just gonna cross this line. There was a line of people, but there was like a huge chunk in between, like where the line was, and there wasn't anything like blocking the side of the line. Because usually when you go Black Friday shopping and you're in a line, they put like red velvet tape out to kind of hurt everybody. Because if you don't hurt people, it's like hurting kittens. You're not gonna get anywhere. So we decided, okay, well, we can't really get past, and there's this huge chunk where this guy and another family were, and we can just slip on past that and go on our merry way. Well, and as the partner and I were discussing, like, which way did the in-laws go? Which way do we want to go? The guy bends down, takes the red velvet tape, snaps it back in place, looks at me dead in the eye and says, "Survival of the fittest." Meanwhile, this man's cart is full of nothing but Paw Patrol. Okay? And he sees that we have nothing in our hands, so he is like just being an obnoxious douche about it, right? So instead of like fighting with him, we just ducked underneath the red velvet tape, went between them, and he gave me like such a nasty look. Like, how dare you go past the velvet tape? It's like, dude, we're just trying to find the in-laws. It's so crowded. Like, we got nothing on our hands. We're not trying to get in front of you. Just calm down, okay? Calm down. You got your Paw Patrol. You got what you need. Calm down. So things during our night was ramping up a little bit. So we finally hit to Walmart, okay? Now, my question is, do you guys know? Actually, no. I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it because there is a punchline to this. And this is something that, like, you would swear that I would make up, but it's all real, everything that happened. And I dare not spoil the punchline yet. Okay? So we had Walmart. My partner wanted a laptop, and it was a really cool laptop. Like, back then, it was a fantastic laptop. It had a terabyte of memory. The graphics card was just pure amazing for the time. All right, it was like a decently, like, really good gaming laptop if you didn't go desktop. So, and we saw it was on sale, so we put it on layaway, on sale. Not a big issue, right? Well, we come back to Walmart a week later, okay? And we went to go get their laptop, and the price changed magically. So this is gonna be like really hard to explain unless you like know Walmart's pricing. But there was a yellow sales tape right next to the laptop that my partner wanted that we put on layaway. Apparently, that sales tape belonged to the laptop way in the left, 3 laptops down. Okay. And because of that, we're like, okay, well, if they want full price for it, then we're going to cancel this. Well, the manager didn't allow us to cancel it. They're like, no, you actually have to pay for it. And we're like, yeah, but we didn't put any money down or anything, so we should just be able to cancel it and it should be fine. And she was like, well, you know, this is what the price is. And we're like, okay, but on Black Friday, the price was a lot less. Like, it was, I forgot what the actual sales price was. It was that long ago. But it was like ridiculously cheap. And the tag was right next to that laptop specifically. So the whole punchline of this lady said, looked me and the partner dead in the eyes and said, Walmart isn't open on Black Friday. I will say it again. What she told us was one of the biggest big box stores ever in the United States of America that advertise on Thanksgiving apparently was not open on Black Friday. If you live in the States, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you how much of fucking barnacles that is. Because capitalistic America, why would one of the biggest box stores in the United States be closed on one of the biggest sales days of the year? Obviously, the lady was pulling the fast one. So, what happened? Well, because I think she got a lot of complaints earlier that day. A lot of people just wanted to cancel their order. Rightfully so, because, you know, when you find out that the sales tag was actually for the laptop 3 like laptops down instead of the one right next to it, you're going to be a little pissed. Okay, I mean, this was obviously a situation of bait and switch, and you're going to be a little pissed off, as we were. So instead of just allowing us to cancel it, she was expecting us to pay full price, and the full price, I believe, came out to be like $2,000. Okay, for a terabyte laptop, fantastic for gaming at the time, $2,000. Obviously, my partner and I were a young couple at the time. We just got our first apartment. I was still in the mess of moving everything to our first apartment. So obviously, a young couple is not going to have the money for this shit. But have no fear, for who came to our rescue? My amazing mother-in-law did. As soon as the manager said that Walmart is not open on Black Friday, my mother-in-law rounded the corner. She heard her say that, and she's looking at this manager, and she's like, literally, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, what do you mean you're not open on Black Friday? We were here. You know, we were here a week ago on Black Friday. And she's like, yeah, but we actually weren't open. And I'm like, okay, well, why don't we check our receipt? When was the exact day and time? Because every time you put something on layaway, you get a receipt of the date and time that you set those things on layaway for, because that is literally like your invoice. And I think I'm more insulted at the fact that it's not the fact that she lied. It's the fact that she made such a dumb lie, and she expected us to just go along with it. Like, I could look at my receipt and I could tell you the exact date and time I sat that layaway item for. And the fact that she said something so stupid, and I think it's because, my partner and I, we were a young couple. We looked maybe impressionable. We didn't look too bright, is what I'm trying to say. Because when you're young, obviously, for some reason, to older people, you don't look too smart. But anybody with 2 brain cells rubbed together, or if you've been in the States long enough, every single year, you know that what Black Friday is, you know that big box stores are going to be open. So this is a whole bunch of bullshit. So my mother-in-law called her out in front of everybody, and she's like, okay, well, I want to see where the sales tag is, because she needed receipts. So the manager, reluctantly, because she had to show her where the sales tag was, and my mother-in-law is like, okay, so if this sales tag is actually for a laptop 3 laptops down the row, why is it right next to this specific laptop? This is a bait and switch. Like, why are you doing this? And there was just, from what I remember, like, they were going back and forth for a while. And the manager was like trying so hard to stand her ground and being like, well, I mean, this actually goes with this one. So, I mean, you got to pay the $2,000. And my mother-in-law was like, nope, I want your number for corporate. I want everything. I am taking pictures of where the sales tag was. We had the receipt for the other thing. Like, we're going to go and do this. So, TLDR, the manager knew that her balls were in a vice, and we got a $2,000 laptop for like $600. And needless to say, I do my shopping online now.